There's planes, low-flying planes right now, right? Okay. Sixth house, service, how you work, health, how you self-care, your routine, how you help others, your daily tasks and challenges. Sixth house, divine will reward you for also how you've helped others, how others, angels protection. The divine reward is rewarding you from some kind of mental mind attack somebody's trying to put upon you. Somebody's ashamed of a murder plot. They should be. Who would do such thing? Deep freeze. Somebody's frozen. Deep freeze. But cold, deep freeze. And very cold. Fifth house, creativity, pleasure, hobbies, romance, and love affairs. And then we have the courthouse. Somebody's taking something to court. 56. Somebody could be 56, 65. Somebody could have been born in those years. Just saying. Numbers are significant. Social media, losing money, suicide magic. Hits with that MK Ultra stuff. Grateful and questionable motives. Why? I'm always wanting to know why. And then you're gonna just detach. It's all gonna be good. But I'm the why person, man. I always want to know why would you do that? Why does that make sense to you? Why? And some people, like my dad, when we were growing up, if we got in trouble, he would be like, "Well, why'd you do that? What made you, he would want to know what were you thinking? How was your thought process?" I'm curious, like what's the thought process, you know? No, we do it. Poverty and thief. So somebody stole somebody's money, or somebody's in poverty and they're in poverty and they're a thief, or they're in poverty because of a thief, or they are the thief. So endangered species. What's going on, Divine, with endangered species? Rare. What's rare? This adjudication, justice, rare. The couple may have gone to court or before the judge about something being rare. Dusk. Maybe they're saying you have a rare tropical disease or malaria. Family room, early in the evening, something about the family, main male, spring. Thou shalt not lie, this mature man. And we got a message. Divine will reward you. You've got to hold on. MK Ultra. Where's with the MK Ultra nonsense? Courtship. Somebody's trying to gaslight somebody. It's a murder plot, or they were trying to gaslight somebody. Murder plot, wealthy man to do something to murder a wealthy man. Child jealousy over a child, innocent and pure. A marriage. Sixth house pathway. Angels protection. Somebody's concerned that you're protected. You have angels protection. Gift. They're ashamed. They're going to give you this gift that they something that was frozen, or somebody's assets are frozen. Something's frozen here. Somebody's job is to freeze something here or try to mend something that was frozen. Somebody's expecting some kind of romance, love affair, courthouse, courthouse. I'm telling you guys, look, somebody here is expecting to have to go to court over something here, over some gift that's been frozen. Social media, sudden wealth. Somebody makes money on social media, or social media, you're gonna losing money. A mature woman's losing money. Suicide magic. Somebody's gonna get a message. Please be careful. Says message. Grateful. Grateful to a community. Our community is grateful. Questionable motives is unexpected income. Bottom of the deck, we have coffin. Yeah, there somebody's trying to off you. Doesn't make sense, does it? Why would they be doing such a thing? That's time out of my day. To plot against anybody is time out of my day that I don't have it. I'm telling you, and I ain't making time for anyone who doesn't make time for me. Ah, no, 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 no. We have to have an equal energy exchange or there'll be none. That's the way I feel nowadays. I'm so cautious now because this I did not know 4 years ago, 5 years ago, that any of this stuff people even thought this way. I had no I didn't think anything. You know, what's this adjudication about, divine? What the heck? I don't want all these cards. One card for adjudication, divine. One card at a time, please. Somebody's waiting or sighing that something here about some kind of message from a couple or something being endangered. This is love, family love, early in the evening. Somebody may have made a baby. I'm just saying. Male, maybe a soldier, maybe guarding something this spring. Then we have oh, okay. We have an older man who's lying about a sweetheart. Thou shalt not lie, or a sweetheart who's lying about an older man, their position in their life, because they have this main man here. So this is a woman and a man that are in something together, lying to this gentleman, I think. I think that's what it's about. I'm not sure though. The divine will reward you with this message that's coming from a distance from a young woman. Somebody's coming from a distance, or did. MK Ultra. This is this gaslighting from this person, this lord of the manor, whoever they ego tripping. Somebody was gaslighting someone here in a relationship. Wealthy man, murder. This is surprise. So you may have caught a case, whatever that means, but something's on the internet about this murder plot with regards to this wealthy man. Someone got caught in their own net with regards to a murder plot out of jealousy. For real? Is it that serious? Servant, child, jealousy, somebody, this is like Cinderella story. Somebody here served a child something here. It might have been toxic. out of jealousy. They gave a child some kind of poison. Our child may have served this to someone else. That was part of the murder plot, so that they could be king in a relationship. For real, marriage, yeah, so they could get married. But they're like this, playing. This is the foe. This is your op. This is your foe, and they're acting like they're all innocent to get this marriage going. That's what they want. It's a young lady, okay? Constantly. This person may be in the healthcare field, they may be a nurse or somebody that works in healthcare. I don't know in what capacity, but they work in either, mm, they work in some service industry. They could even be customer service, I mean, really, but they could be a lawyer, public service, concern. Somebody's concerned about your protection. Somebody's you're concerned about a house as well. Maybe living quarters, widower. So somebody here was ashamed, and so they gave you a gift. Can't, oh, somebody's working on doing something, but they're frozen. They've been frozen out. Yeah, somebody's expecting to celebrate something, and no, I don't think so. Because they're expecting something to go to court. They're expecting to celebrate a courthouse victory. Okay, a wife and a child here in the courthouse. There's a wife in the courthouse. Social media, somebody is learning a lot from social media about this sudden how these people got wealthy, losing money. This mature woman is sick, ill. Suicide magic, doctor, message, suicide magic. Now, I'm going to show you something, guys, because I'm a certified hypnotherapist. This guy is anchoring a thought in this woman. And I'll tell you why I see it that way in this regard, because we do have the MK Ultra and suicide magic, right? So, do you get the message? When hypnotherapists, um, hypnotize people, like changing habits, changing thought patterns, whatever that is, there's something that's called an anchor, and it's an anchored thought. I'm not going to go into the full explanation because it would take too long, but if you look there, it's by touching somebody in a certain place. There's that anchored thought there from that doctor that was doing the suicide magic, right? They want you to get this message, and the community would be ever so grateful. Oh my gosh, is that serious? Are you kidding me? And they would pay this wife a lot of money. What? Questionable motives, pleasure seekers, death. We've got a bunch of pleasure seekers that receive money that may end up, in a bad way, sick, you see, because there's a lot of sorrow here over all this money. So there's people ending up sick, 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 death. It's never really worth it. The suicide magic always backfires because if you read in the Old Testament, it said, suicide, you can't killing yourself is, I forget where it says it, but um, committing suicide or an act of taking one's own life when one doesn't give life in that manner. God gives life. That's like the ultimate sin. That's like slapping God across the face and saying, my life's not worth having. Now, on the other hand, if you are not strong spiritually in your knowledge or your intellect with the divine, you don't have a conversation with the divine, then and you commit suicide because somebody has been mentally mind effing you, then, I think there's forgiveness for that. I really do. But that's why I tell you all the time, guys, your mind is your own. Don't let anybody else that drive your pony. Okay? So, because people will get you in a lot of trouble and walk away. I told you this, my ride or dies. Hey, one guys, remember the story I told you about the poker game, right? I wouldn't do that if I were you. Guy loses everything. I told you if I were you. Big difference. Okay? Size. Uh-huh. This is the Queen of Pentacles. She's going to court for something. I don't know. I don't know. She's going before the judge with her hubby or her wubby or her hubby. The sun. Somebody is becoming aware of something. A Leo, maybe a baby, or something. Somebody's finding out they're pregnant, maybe early in the evening. I don't know. Two of Pentacles. Somebody here did something in the spring and made mail to transfer funds here. Okay, now we got this person who is lying, the mature man, lying about his sweetheart, and became overwhelming. They were going constantly, mature man with a sweetheart. Yeah, thou shalt not lie. This person could not continue lying about their sweetheart because this Queen of Pentacles was constantly taking them to court over a baby or over a child. I don't know. Awakening. It's this a young woman awakening. This is judgment. The divine's going to reward you for walking away from a bad situation. You might not have known you were in a third party, whether you did or whether you didn't. It doesn't matter now. It was a long time ago, right? But at that time, this person was running back and forth to court. They really couldn't be in a relationship, not the kind of relationship that you required, because they were trying to get their baby mama back so the baby mama would stop taking them to court for child protection services, child support, whatever it was. They were already burdened. Okay? So the divine rewarded you because you decided, hey, it's not worth it. So this is the strength. This could be a Leo male. I don't know. Doesn't have to be, but somebody was trying to gaslight you or hold you back from a relationship with anybody else, possibly. Murder plot. Now, there's got to be a bigger reason, Six of Pentacles, because a wealthy man gave you money or something here. Somebody's getting caught up in their own net with this regards to this money. Yeah, this wealthy man, something about a murder plot. Somebody paid somebody to get caught up in this net. King of Pentacles, was jealous. Somebody was jealous of their child. A King of Pentacles, King of Cups. This King of Cups is an enemy that married somebody who was innocent and pure. They didn't know no better. This King of Cups and this King of Pentacles may be married. I don't know. Nowadays, everybody gets married or something. There's no laws with regards to that. So these two could be married. How they could be in some kind of agreement with regards to a murder plot too. Knight of Swords. Somebody is constantly with the mouth, or constantly taking a needle. Look, see, somebody could be constantly high, constantly whatever. They're constantly house. Angels protection. This is the Temperance card, Sagittarius, or somebody's trying to balance something out. Somebody's trying to do something here. They're concerned about your angelic protection, though. What is it with the widower, divine? The Magician. So this is somebody who may be ashamed here for manipulating something here, manipulating your gift, manipulating their own gifts, because maybe they had a wife that passed away or somebody passed away because of them manipulating some gift here. And they're ashamed. And they want understanding, consolation. Anybody who asks for it, the hermit. Okay, somebody is by themselves, they're ashamed. Um, somebody's ashamed that they ghosted you, or they're just ashamed because now they're cut off from you. See, you cut the snake's head. You're like, I don't want to be bothered no more. Go away from me. And you went into a deep freeze. Okay, so now this is cheerfulness. So this is the emperor father who's somebody's becoming a father. New love affair. Somebody's becoming a father. Three of Wands. Somebody's waiting to have this child. Somebody's waiting to go to court over a child. Cool emperor. But yeah, he's the emperor and he's having parties or something while somebody else is waiting to go to court. Social media. Somebody is trying to find out how to slow up your social media and your sudden success or money or the sudden wealth. The lovers, somebody's choosing. This mature woman, somebody is the feminine of this couple is very sick. That's the deal. They're very sick. Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is look, I'm not kidding. I told you before about this Dr. Nemo or whatever. Look, Knight of Wands. Make of it what you will. If this person gave somebody some kind of um mm, okay, Nine of Wands, somebody who's afraid of this community because they received a lot of gifts from this community when they got married. They were set to right, you know what I mean? Maybe they didn't have any money or anything, and they married into this family, and the family and the community, the family gave them like access to a better way of living and this and that and a third. You know what I'm saying? But here's the deck card. Four of Swords. Somebody wants questionable motives. These pleasure seekers or something are getting paid. Oh my gosh. We got a bunch of people here. Yeah, lying about a death and you're finding out about this inheritance that they tried to confuse you about by looking you dead in the eye and lying to you. Was saying that you moved on from some apology or some baby or something here, something fishy, and they looked you dead in the eye. You moved on from something fishy. They looked you dead in the eye, took this Ace of Pentacles, and paid to confuse you over Ten of Pentacles. But you found out about this death and that they lied to you. Constant with the lying. Oh my gosh. When I'm just curious because I know, if I have to meet my maker, they'll call me by my name. I have a government name, by the way, and I have a native name. I use my native name for this channel. I get bullied enough. I don't want to use my government name on this channel. No, I do. I mean, and I get my ID stolen all the time. So that's why I don't use it on this channel. Right now, I'm in the middle of, my ID's been stolen yet again. But it's okay, because as long as I know that I did the right thing, I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it, and I ain't worried about you for doing the wrong thing. That's what I'm saying. Queen of Pentacles here. This Queen of Pentacles is going to court. She's being left out of something. She's upset. She got the news. I got the news. She got the news. Son, that it came out that she lied about this baby. Baby. Early in the evening. She lied about this baby, so she's being told goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, that she manipulated a main male to do something here with could be a military person, could be somebody in an officer of some kind in the spring. 10 of Wands. Oh, I don't want this many cards, honey. Honey. I don't know why I said honey. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I do channel because I say words I would never use. And I say, honey, dear. Well, the one, who was it? Are you still with me? The one who I kept saying, what was it? The nickname or something? I kept saying it, and I was like, why am I saying that? I never say that. And then somebody said, yeah, well, they remembered being called that. Okay, somebody's burdened by this marriage. This mature man. They're overwhelmed because they lied. And now they're stuck in this lie. They're stuck in this lie. Because you just don't want to know. You don't want to know. They're stuck in this lie, and they awaken to the divine world that you're getting rewarded over here. See, all the way over here where you journeyed to is where your reward is, and they're stuck here. See, this is bolted to the wall. They ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. They finally realize they ain't going nowhere. Strength. MK Ultra. Somebody gaslit this man, I think, into believing he was, look, 6 of Wands. Like, you'd be the greatest for me be the greatest for you, because this is a courtship here. And somebody gaslighted this man's ego out of this world. This could be a Leo. They made this person feel like they were God themselves. The Lord, 6 of Pentacles. No, 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 no. Somebody's handed somebody money. This is this temperance. Yeah. So somebody paid somebody. This is so stupid. This wealthy man may have gotten caught paying this temperance angel for this murder plot. King of Pentacles. Or paying a fallen angel, somebody they knew to be a fallen angel. A lot of information coming to this, or somebody who's having a lot of passion with God. Somebody who was servicing them. Could have been an escort. I don't know. None of my business. All right. What is this with this pure, this King of Cups? Because in some readings, we don't have him being so pure. Yeah, King of Cups, jail, or locked in their head over this being a father to their own enemy's child. They're finding out that this person was their enemy the whole time, and they may have a baby by this person. They can't get away from them. No, 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 no. Knight of Swords. Somebody is afraid. Yeah, somebody's afraid here to take on a new path because this person's. I think I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the Devil card came out. Somebody here's been doing so much magic or spell work, whatever you want to call it, manipulation. Yeah, somebody's trying to hold back this temperance angel protection. This angel's trying to block something here. This magic. Oh my gosh, the baby magic. Yeah, now they're ashamed. Ooh, somebody's ashamed here though. So I'm thinking somebody got caught trying to either put a bun in the oven or say there was, because somebody's all shriveled up here. Can't be the father? Look at your thing. It's all like we ziggity zaggity. It's bent. See, somebody's bent. That's not working. Look, she's looking at it like, what am I supposed to do with that? Anyway, somebody's really cold. Somebody, this is reminds me of some kind of witch or wisdom of learning about who the snake is. And look, now instead of pushing this bundle forward, they're now picking it up and using it to guard themselves. No lie. From their own home. There's the house. See, this is interesting. The emperor here. Romance, love affairs. This is somebody who's working. This father now, they're working, trying to stay cheerful because another baby's on the way. I said this. Oh my gosh. My day one guys, do you remember like 4 years ago I said anytime this person thinks of leaving, this woman's gonna say, I'm pregnant. They're never getting out of this. I said this 4 years ago. 3 wands. Like, you're not just going to have one child with this person and call it a day and walk the other way and be seen with somebody else and we're all going to be happy. No, 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 no. Ain't going to work like that. What it's going to be is you're going to itch to leave. Oh, I'm pregnant again. You're going to go to work twice as hard, 3 times as hard, take care of them kids, or I'm going to have your ass in court. So you don't have no time to hang out and do all that stuff. Justice, I said courthouse. Somebody is waiting. Yeah, somebody's waiting to go to court here. Or they're hoping to. So this person's in over, I think they're in over their head, but they can't, there's nothing they can do about it. This was their karma for using magic. Somebody's finding out that somebody didn't get their funds. They're finding this out that somebody never got this money. They're finding it out on social media. I didn't. Okay, devil, the lovers. Okay, somebody here did something toxic with a lover and that made them sick. It's a mature woman. Or they want to make this mature woman sick. Because they're sick. That's up here. Somebody's disgraced by having some sexual disease. It's suicide magic because somebody seduced them, but they inevitably did it to themselves. Oh gosh. Somebody wants to move away. They're afraid. This wife, she wants to take everything and go about her merry business. All the stuff, put it all on the table. It's all mine now. It ain't no good for no one, man. This woman took this whole community down and then said bye bye. Now, this could be you. If you've been bullied, I mean, I'm trying to stay kind of generic so that you could put yourself where you need to be without judgment. But there is a lot of judgment on this table, right? Okay. And we have the Four of Swords or the Strength. Somebody's trying to hold back death or hold you back by paying pleasure seekers to come into your life because you walked away with your head held high. See, look, this is the King of Swords. Or some, all right, let's see. The King of Swords is coming here with some money for the Empress. And the Queen of Swords is going to have to just walk away. It's just the way it is, Queen of Swords. And your Queen of Pentacles friend, Batman and Robin, dynamic duo, whatever you call yourself, your jealousy is not working this time. That's what this is about. Somebody here is found out on social media that you didn't get this. They thought you did. They kept being told that you did. See this Capricorn here, lover, and a Gemini? They're both sick, or somebody of the two, the feminine out of the two is sick. They might be mental because you have the Nine of Swords there, or it could be sexual, could be anything really. Somebody's sick, but they have to empty everything out on this table, this whole community, everything they got from from your inheritance. Everything they got is being audited. That's what I'm telling you. All right, guys. That's been the reading. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you a little later on. Okay? Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Thank you, one and all. You're watching my videos, commenting, participating. Everything means so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Special shout out to Patreon guys over there that support both ends. Thank you to you guys. All right, take care and hit the bell icon so that you'll know next time I'm around. Check out Patreon if you like the Gypsy Hobo readings, and the extended readings are now over there. Any extended readings. So as part two to the part one over here. Duh. Am I making sense? I better get off of here. Peace.